Hey guys, welcome back to Redline Garage Fab. This episode starts where we're actually going to get the cab. I have not seen the cab since he put it in the first coat of primer, so I am super stoked to see it. So I'll get back at you in a moment when we get to my painter's place.
All right, so we are at the painting stage finally. I spent the last couple of days doing all the final prep, 320 and everything, sketch writing, scuffing, sponging, a little sponge pad that I like using. And now I'm going to use an adhesion promoter first on some of the edges and stuff, just as extra thing. You don't have to, but just to make sure that I got some good adhesion on the edges, I like to go around and use adhesion promoter right before I seal it. Probably not necessary, like I said, just something stupid I do, just make me sleep better at night. So again, everything's already been prepped. I already wiped it a couple times with wax and grease, dusted it, or tack ragged it, so you won't see me tack ragged or anything. I got primer already mixed, ready to go. And yep, getting ready to spray this thing and start throwing some color on it. I'm gonna do sealer and the black base, and then you'll see as through the video why I use the black base, and I'll explain why I'm doing that later when I start getting into the tape work. All right, so we got it all sealed. I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes. If you look, see it's a little shiny in some of the edges. It's usually where it puddles up and sits, and it's the wettest. Trying to see it there, but it's pretty smooth. That's what we want. Nice and smooth back here. How well it's showing up. But everything looks really good sealer so far. Got some black base mixed up, and we'll get spraying that next. All right, so if you were watching that, paying attention close, I don't know how much it's going to get edited out, but I ran out of base. Did my sealer, did my black. Thought I had enough black, so I started cocktailing some black, metallic blacks, dark colors that I had, because for what I'm doing, it just needed to be really dark in contrast to the green that we're going to use. Yeah, I basically made a mistake, over-reduced, which is fine. I got 2 coats, 1.5, 2 coats, whatever it was. One on most of it, but as you can see, it didn't go as black as I wanted or as dark as I wanted. Could it work? Yeah, probably. I want to go darker. So it was 2 in the morning when I ran into that issue. So I stopped. I got a 24-hour window with a base coat. So I went and bought some more base coat this morning, and you'll see when I start spraying this next coat, it should cover way better and get me what I want to be. And then once we get the base coat on, let that flash, we'll start taping off for the panels and stuff like that, and then get rolling into the really fun stuff. So just wanted to throw that in there, not hide anything. Mistakes happen. It happens. So you just got to be able to know how to fix it and go along with it. And luckily we have a good enough open window with this. Most base coats are like 24 hours. I kept it cold in here. It's actually 55 in here right now. So I probably have a bigger window than 24 hours. So I'm going to keep it on the chillier side. There's no science or math to it. It just is like a, whatever you want to do. But technically most base coats have a 24-hour window before you can clear. You have 24 hours, and if you don't clear it, you need to scuff it and rebase it. So to keep your chemical adhesion and versus mechanical adhesion, sanding versus chemical. So yeah, we're going to jump into this, get this black on and get some tape going. All right, so let's do my little seat here. We're getting to the little bit of the beginning of the fun part. Getting ready to tape off the lines. Most of the time, you see people do these graphics. I believe they do like the green, and then they do their lines however they want to do it. I've never seen anybody kind of single tape it and do it black before. It just makes the most sense. They'll do the green and then they'll double tape to do their lines and stuff, but it's usually on like motorcycles and golf carts and smaller things. Some of these bigger vehicles, I'm not sure exactly how they do it. There's no really to do or a perfect way to do it, right or wrong. This is just how I want to do it, to not utilize so much tape and time. So I have some 1/16 inch tape I'm going to use to set my lines for all the different panels. And there's little things that you got to think about when you're doing this. So hopefully you can still understand me. I have a really bad habit of keeping a blade in my mouth the whole time that I work. We're going to go back to a reference that I have. If you can see this. So you got the face on there. So you got to take that in consideration. So I'm not going to do a ton of tape work and stuff where I think my face is going to go. So I'm going to I'll run it through still, but I'm just not going to put a ton there. And what's cool is you go into Google and you look at references and you see how do other jets look like? How are the panels? There's a lot of panels on them that don't make sense. You look at it and it'll go straight across here, and then they'll have 3 pieces right here for no reason. No idea why. But that's just how they do it. So we might do some dumb stuff like that just to kind of simulate what a fighter jet looked like. So the good thing with this is it's art. It's a custom project. We're not trying to mimic or look or copy. I think that's my favorite part about the custom stuff is I'm not trying to copying and making something look exactly like something else is harder. So like body shops that, collision shops, that stuff to me is harder. The art stuff, the airbrush and the custom stuff is cool because you don't have a reference. You make it how you want it, and it's not right or wrong because it's not trying to look like something else. So this stuff is literally, no matter how I do this, it's not wrong. So, and if I make a mistake, like Bob Ross said, happy little mistakes, you fix it and you keep going. That's the cool thing about the airbrush stuff. You make a mistake, you can fix it. You just keep going. When you're trying to do color matching, make a fender match a door, a mistake is a mistake. You have to fix it and you have to keep going until it's perfect or until you're satisfied or to your quality standards and stuff. This one, which is really cool, is we weren't going for perfect. It's got cellulite all over it. It's got dents, stings. It's still got some pitting. I mean, this thing is probably 97.5% better than what it was. There's pitting here and little things and little character stuff that we left in it. But for the most part, it's all really smooth now. But we can leave the dents and dings because it's going to look aged and it just fits the theme of the project. So I can use that to benefit me for timing, for paint jobs, stuff like that. As long as the paint sticks, it doesn't blow off with the power washer later. That's all that mattered to me. So that's why we had it sandblasted. Spent a lot of time sanding and stuff like that. Prepping, make sure everything's good, clean, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, enough of that. Let's get going. I'll just show you a little bit of what I'm going to do. And then I'll start time-lapsing. So cool thing is, again, it don't matter how straight it is. It doesn't matter. It's a metal panel. You're not going to see it. This stuff's fun, isn't it? So here to here. And when I say it doesn't matter, it really does not matter. I'm just guesstimating. When you pull tape, this stuff stretches. This is nice for curves, but when you want to make sure you don't stretch around anything curved. So these little grooves and stuff might be hard to see in the video. I'll zoom up when I get to it. That area you don't want to stretch. So what I need to think about too with this is I'm going to have to put rivets on this thing. So I do not want to put 1,400 rivets on this. I'm trying to get this done today, get it cleared today. We are slightly on a time crunch. And so the more rivets I do, the more time it's going to take. And yeah, this panel is just wavy enough and curvy enough. Like I said, I don't have to worry about it being perfecto. So we're just going to keep going with it and make it as best as we can for what it is. Again, you can't have a mistake. You might be like, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. But I don't think that's going to work on this job. It's going to really be is what it is kind of situation. So hopefully this nice bright orange shows up really well from where the camera's at. But again, when I get a little bit laid out, I'll grab the camera and show you guys what I got going on here up close. And then we'll go into a time lapse. So I know my shark's going to go here. I'm not too worried about putting anything there. I might do something here. Another thing people do that I don't care for is they'll run like a tape line all the way down. They'll run a tape all the way, and it's like all square and perfect and easy. Like it's just, it is way easier to do, but it don't make sense if you look at a fighter jet because their panels, most of them, very little amount of panels match up. They're goofy like this and cut shape. It's like they went to a scrapyard and picked up some sheet metal and then just did what they could do, you know. And they're $1 million fighter jets, so it's just interesting what they do. I'll close the door on this one, make sure I got it where I want. I'm just kind of laying out a few to get going. And then once I get most of it laid out or all of it laid out, probably before I cut them and trim them, I will go through, stand back, look at it and see what I like. So just a little bit of a zoom in. So I'll get the rest of it done, do some smaller areas, and then stand back and look and see if it makes sense. Again, I'm going to be doing rivets on all these panels, so I want to keep that in mind because I don't want to get too reckless. And then I'm going to have the shark or the face going right there, and then there's going to be other lettering and wording going on. So I guess stick around if you're not bored yet and see how it goes. So I got this thing taped up, got all the tape cleaned up. I just took a razor blade to the corners and you can peel it, pops off. Added some tape where I wanted. I think I got it where I want it. I didn't get too crazy up there. It'll be too hard to airbrush and get a bunch of detail up there. Truck's gonna sit pretty low, but still no reason to get too crazy up there. I don't want to make it too hard to do what I need to do. But I think we got it. So this is kind of the gist of it. I even ran it in the door, the dash, around through the jams. Try to put a little bit of effort into it. So that's, again, all these lines are gonna have rivets on both sides. So time to get some green in the gun. So got the tape off, started working on the door over there. I started on the inside of the driver's door just to kind of figure out what I'm going to do. Still figuring it out, but I got something going. I'll show a little bit. This is just one step. I don't know how many steps I'm going to do yet, and I still don't have the rivets in yet. I was just trying to play around and see how I wanted it to look. So I actually went around and did like a dark, low light, whatever you want to call it, on all the lines. It's hard to see. Hopefully, I'll have to get pictures of it outside when it's done. But I took the black in everywhere that I could, and then just started going to town, trying to make it look aged. I might throw in like a rusty color in some areas. I'm not decided yet. I kind of like this. It keeps it simple. And I think with the green outside, it's going to help make the darks darker and the brights brighter and stuff. So, yeah, like I said, I haven't decided yet. But there's some of the pitting and where I put some black spots and just kind of other age spots, different things. I'll probably go over it a few times and kind of step back, look at it, see how it looks. You can always get close and see little imperfections or what you consider imperfection or whatever, but it only matters what it looks like this. So I think I'm happy with that. So this back area, I'm going to play a little bit and show you kind of how I did it. I can't get a good setup. It's going to glare because of those lights. So hopefully you can see kind of how I do it right there. So the black is just a mixture of black and some reducer. You can reduce it however you want for how opaque you want it to be. I had a little light at first, so I poured some black back in because I wanted to go faster. I was taking too long to get good coverage, having to go over like the same line a million times. So I got it covering pretty decent, you'll see. So we'll do this little area. I'm not going to show a ton in slow motion or regular speed because I'm going to have a whole day in this thing. So again, hopefully you can see pretty good. I'll do about right there. Kind of just how go around and highlight these spots. Hopefully I'm talking over the air sound. So I'm just trying to do this to kind of help age the corner some more. Again, right or wrong, it don't matter. Nobody knows the difference of what is right or wrong. I'm not trying to make it look like anything besides like a piece of crap again. You know, we spent all that time trying to make it look good, just to paint it to look not good. Many won't get it, but that's what we want to do. The patina things have been the cool thing for a while, and kind of like a patina jet fighter. This ain't gonna be no brand new fighter jet, not jet fighter. But it'll give you an idea of the whole process, I guess. You just got to kind of imagine in your head what would happen if water was sitting or running somewhere for years and years. Another body line highlight we're going to do. That's why I'm not good at pinstriping. I'm too shaky for this crap. Airbrushing is way more forgiving. Some darkness in here. These are super clean because I use a stencil that I had my dad cut out. But I want to give it some kind of aging. If I don't like something, I'll just figure out something else to put there. That's what's cool about it. I also have these stencils, or I did. Here it is. To get some of them shapes I was showing you guys. And you just kind of toss it wherever. Put it whatever you like. It kind of helps you out, and then go in and fill in if you want. You don't have to use the whole thing. You can use half, have it fade out. But it'll help instead of spending the time going like this and get all that small detail and everything like that. Can I do it freehand? Yes, 100% can. Do I want to spend that long on this? No, I do not want to do that. So these little things are nice. Time is money. As everybody knows, the old corny saying. So yeah. And charging somebody, you could be, airbrush guys could be $100, $150 an hour, depending on what you're doing. But that's about average, I guess, these days. So, you want to pay me $50 to do that, or do you want me to finish that up in like 5 seconds with a stencil? So, spend another minute or so and show you what we're doing. I've done so far. I'll show you up close, and then get going on time lapse. Do I put it in spots sometimes and hate it? Definitely. All the time, unfortunately. But again, it is what it is. I just find another spot and try to do a better job over on the other spot. So. There we go. That's just a little bit, just to kind of show you how things work. So I'll just keep going at it, adding stuff, and you just keep going and going and going until you're happy. Step back, look at it, add more. Step back, look at it, add more. All right, time for the old lapse of time. Okay, so there's a lot of glare, it seems like, when I was videoing it. I can't tell really. My phone doesn't have the best screen on it, so I've been going to town. It's hard to just keep focusing and trying to get this thing done as fast as I can and not video, but I'm just gonna keep getting updates periodically. So I got just about all the black done. You can see in the door. And I tried to go everywhere. I got it all in the jam. Hopefully you can see this and the glare's not too bad. Did the dash. I'll show it from the other side, I think. Did the back. This is just the black. I still got some other colors to do. So I actually made a mistake, but this is the fun part about fixing stuff, and what I love about airbrushing is that was black. I think he wanted it red. Hope he wanted it red. It's red now. So I had just ended up brushing it on and then airbrushing and going back over it to kind of age it. So I'm pretty happy with that for something that I messed up and was able to come back with. So good enough for me. But yeah, I was just going to town, stenciling and airbrushing. You can kind of see in some of the fast clips I did, time lapse. Got this thing all buttoned up with the black. Like I said, it went all the way in the jam. Here, even all the way up there. Up there. You can see. And then here's the dash. Yeah, it's pretty glary. I might have to do videos outside when it's done, but you'll see everything once the final video. You'll be able to see it in better detail. I even went inside here. I tried to not miss a spot. I might have to add a little bit more down there, but we'll see. I might just leave it. I'm got like a day left, but got all this and this. And it looks good, and I could still go to town and add in detail. I got the roof to do. I'll probably end up doing that last. But I ended up, that's all hand brushed, like legit hand brushed from Hobby Lobby and the base coat. It was a pain. It took me longer than it probably should, but I'm happy with how it came out. You can tell how shaky I am, but it's a little bit more authentic this way, I guess. Just wasn't an easy way to tape it off and mask it, and I don't know, decided to go this way with it, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks good. Got a star up there. Ended up going inside the edge of bay. I think most of it's covered, so I did it anyways. And then this side's, I gotta do this side still. And I just did that tape to give me the size reference, so I'm at least the same size. It won't be perfect, but close enough. And then the roof. So getting close. One more day, hopefully. Okay, so on to the last stretch before we get rocking on the rivets, and then hopefully this thing's gonna be done today. I got the other side all buttoned up. I think I posted in the end of the last update. So I snapped a picture of that before I started doing all the airbrushing, and then flipped it in my phone so I have a reference. And I don't want it to be perfect, and I say that 100 times, but I want it to be as close as possible, do as best as I can. So I sketched it out, taped it out, size is good, half sketch is good, and then I can get this all brushed in, hopefully in the next hour or so, and then I can get back into airbrushing, and then boom, start doing rivets and rock and roll and get this thing cleared today. So I'm gonna do a time lapse just to show the brushing. I guess it's interesting. I don't do a ton of brush work. It's usually airbrush. Airbrush is more forgiving. You can't see how shaky somebody is. Brush work is definitely a little bit more of a higher skill set that I don't have, but it's good enough for this because people that did it back in the day are still, they're not perfect. Plus they're on big airplanes, which is a little bit easier to me. Small like this, sitting on the ground. I'm built like a 97-year-old. I can't really sit for a long time, unfortunately, so you'll probably see me move and pose like a model and sit back up and move, and yeah, I can't stay comfortable. So anyways, let's get to it. So I've been going crazy to town on this thing. I ended up forgetting to turn the time lapse back on to finish this up, and I ended up dipping out for an hour or so to take a break and dinner with family. But anyways, had the wife and kid help me paint some of that in there for me while I was going to, doing the rivets, getting that going. I got all the rivets laid out. They're not done, but they're there. I'm going to show you a couple things. You can see where I put them all over. I got up on the roof, back here, everywhere. I'm going to tone them down a little bit. They're on the brighter side of what I think I want. I started in here, getting the detail in and kind of bringing them down a little bit. It looks pretty good that way, I think. Then I still got some other details that we're going to add. But just bought this little circle ordeal. They make other templates. You can cut it with vinyl and everything. And you just go on here, put it up there, and then you shoot white at the top half on all of them. You can kind of see how it's heavier. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. But anyways, it's heavier white up here. And I keep it light down here, and then I'm going to come in and do the black. So that's the part I'm going to set up and show you. I hope that you can see close enough. Let's see what's a good one. Try to get this set up here. I'll just do a couple of them and then go back to going like crazy on them. See about right there. Good enough. So this is the tedious, time consuming. I actually have 3 different size airbrushes, and I have to use my tiny one because my big one, or my medium one, is at work. So what I'm doing here is we're just making them look like rivets. So I'm going to go in, do my little center section. Most guys will go in and do the bottom first, but I found this helped me center my stencil because you can't see through the stencil. You'll see here in a second. So now if I have that dot, I know where I want to be. I'm going to center it there. Shade the bottom. You can see how it turns out. And then I'll just kind of go back in and clean it up. Get rid of some of that overspray from the white. And then give her a little drippy drip. And then go on to the next one. And you can see here, if I go here, it's hard to find the center. And it'll be off a little bit. So now at least if I have this close, shade the bottom half. And there you go. This seems to be a little bit easier for me, I think. Might make sense to me, and it might not make sense to somebody else. So that's just how this stuff works. You do whatever's comfortable for you or whatever you like. But this little bit of extra time in here over these 1,000 rivets is going to make a huge difference in the final outcome. So you just kind of figure out a groove or a rhythm and you just start going for it. And then time flies, believe it or not. Hopefully you guys can see that well. I'll zoom in afterwards. You can actually see it's barely coming out, but that's what I want. I don't know if you can hear that little squealing a little bit. That's paint drying in the tip. So sometimes you gotta I have this thing adjusted so I can only pull the needle back so far. Some might say it's cheating, but this thing's so sensitive. just what I like to do. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna get going to town, but that's how you do the rivets. Compared to that, like that looks cool. I think this looks better. So we're gonna do on the whole thing. And finally, it is 2 a.m. And I think I got this thing ready for clear finally. I got my clear mixed up. I kind of sprayed a little bit of water on the floor. Got this turned around so it's ready to show in the morning when he picks it up. I'm going to try to do 2 coats. I'll see how I feel when I'm spraying it. Probably do 2. I'm doing a matte clear on this. And you can try and dry's funny, so hopefully I can do back to back. We'll see how it goes. But I just want to get a little walk around of everything before I cleared. Pretty happy with it. Been a long week, long couple months sadly, but definitely a long week. Trying to get this thing done. Can't even talk. I think I'm so exhausted. So it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see it on the chassis. Dominic hasn't seen it yet, so when he comes tomorrow, it'll be the first time. I think I shot him a picture of it when it was green, but he didn't see any airbrushing. So I told him you're either gonna cry because you love it or you cry because you hate it. So I guess we'll see how it goes in the morning. But for now, let's get some clear on it.
All right, so we just arrived at Anthony's, paint shop. So this will be the first time I get to see it in 2 weeks. So I think I seen the last time was in primer. So we're gonna get a real world experience or reaction. But yeah, we'll do the big door. Oh, dude, this is sweet. Oh, man. You killed it on this. You got to come in here and get closer because out there ain't doing it. This is awesome. Yeah, I wasn't expecting all of this. I was like, oh, he's just going to do a couple little drips. No big deal. This is bad. You even went in here. Oh, dude. You even went on the dash. Here, get in there. Oh, this is cool.
I was going to put more rivets in, but I ran out.
You ran out of rivets.
So where did you help Dad at?
So they actually helped with.
Oh, cool.
Painted just like
they were yeah.
So it's not involved, but
no, that looks.
So
yeah.
It's got brush strokes in it, just like you would see, and that's all cleared over.
Dude. Hell yeah.
I went as far as I could up on the roof. It was a little bit tough, but I did get some things in there. So.
Oh, dude.
It feels like there's lines in there.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of tape line going on stuff. So this, I explained a little bit more in the video. I don't know if you can listen to them, but
It's all right.
it started out black.
Okay.
And then I remembered that in the middle.
Oh, yeah, we said they were red. Yeah.
So I used to brush with the red and then try to age it and kind of make up, for mistakes.
Yeah.
And stuff.
No, that's perfect.
And the rivets were a lot brighter because I used the white and
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And I was like, you talked about realism.
Yeah.
So I went back last minute and kind of brought down the rivets and shaded them down a little bit and stuff like that. And yeah,
dude.
So easy to go to town. You could
Yeah.
another week on details, but
Oh, this is awesome. This is gonna look so sick once I put it on the chassis.
I did try throwing in a rusty color
Yeah. Ready? Use the bar underneath.
You gonna be able to reach down there?
Turn it sideways, you want to keep it straight?
I mean, I guess so, because that's the way it wouldn't. Watch your hand. Don't push too hard.
You said don't push too hard, you push that.
Okay, now hopefully these straps are long enough.
Locking them in there?
He says he wants this cool, like.
Video from the inside.
All right, door shutting. You ready for it?
Lock them in. Lock them in.
All right, so we got the cab put on. He absolutely nailed it. I was like, put some little bit of weathering on it. Like, I'm good, but like, he added so much detail. It's in the firewall. Like, the detail is insane. So if any of you are interested in some paint work, I will add a link down below to his Instagram, his Facebook, and he also has a YouTube channel. So hit him up if you want a paint job done by Anthony. But I mean, awesome work. The cab speaks for itself. I'll be getting the grill and some other parts from him. It was just, the goal was to get this back first. Next episode, I'm going to do the down bars. Then we're going to get the push rod suspension on, the radiator mounted, and then start running some coolant lines. Just one more step closer to becoming a running truck. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everyone for watching. Hit that ring bell to get notified when I make a post. See you guys in the next one.